It happened on a quiet Tuesday. I was working from home, syncing files between my laptop and the shared tablet when Evelyn's messages to Brian suddenly popped up. She never remembered to log out. I hadn't checked in weeks, but that day, the messages appeared without my doing. I didn't scroll. I didn't have to. The last message was still visible on the screen, clear as day and just as devastating. I'm just waiting for his inheritance. Then I'm yours. My heart didn't race. My hands didn't tremble. What took hold instead was heavier. Something like cold cement pouring into my chest, setting slowly. No argument followed. None was needed. The truth had already spoken. There was no outburst of anger. I didn't fling the tablet across the room. I didn't even close the app. I just sat there, watching the blinking cursor hover at the end of her betrayal. It wasn't confusion that overwhelmed me, nor disbelief. This wasn't some accidental flirtation. It was a calculated deception, a quiet kind of con, masked as love. And it had nearly succeeded. I thought back to the espresso machine she'd pushed for, the enthusiasm in her voice when I showed her the modest house listing I was considering. Once the inheritance came through, I'd mistaken her reaction for joy, for shared dreams. But it was all about investment to her. She wasn't planning a life. She was calculating a return. So I didn't react with fury. Fury burns hot and brief. I needed something colder, something that would last. I needed her to expose herself without any prompting. The plan I made was simple. I downloaded a generic bankruptcy notice online, legal sounding, bland but official looking. I faked a letterhead, typed in a case number, added my name. It took 20 minutes to make it convincing. Then I placed it half visible beneath some unopened mail on my desk, enough for her to find, but not too easily. That night, I made dinner like always. Asked her about her day. She smiled, pretending all was normal, hiding the exit plan she'd been crafting behind her eyes. By Friday, I knew she'd seen it. That evening, after a late run, I came home to an empty apartment. Her note sat on the counter, impersonal and strategic. I'm sorry. I can't do this. The financial uncertainty is too much. I need time to think. No face-to-face goodbye. Just a clean, sterile retreat. Like someone disembarking a sinking ship before the world noticed it was going under. 3 weeks passed. The inheritance finally arrived. I bought that same 2-bedroom house with the overgrown lawn and fading blue shutters. It wasn't the home we'd talked about. It was mine now. I paid cash, no loans, no co-signatures, no Evelyn. I posted a photo of myself on the front steps, holding the key, beer in hand. The caption was simple. New beginnings. No tags, no mentions. Still, it didn't take long. 7 minutes after I hit post, her name lit up my screen. Then again. And again. Then a new number. Brian. I didn't answer. I let the calls go to voicemail. The messages came quickly. Evelyn, pretending to be worried, dripping false concern. I saw the notice. Are you okay? What happened? Brian's tone was more direct. You set her up. You think that's okay? You're a psycho. I archived everything. I knew where this was going. The envelope came a week later, thick, smug, self-righteous. She was suing me for $5,000, claiming emotional harm and financial manipulation. She said I'd tricked her. She forgot to mention how she left the moment she believed the money was gone. I got to work. Exhibit A, her handwritten breakup note. Exhibit B, the messages to Brian. Exhibit C, a timeline showing my inheritance came through after she was already gone. I organized every detail. Not to attack, just to be ready. One day, Brian confronted me in the parking lot outside my office. He tried the tough guy act, stood close, puffed up his chest. Claimed I had given Evelyn a deposit as a gift. I didn't argue. I just memorized everything, date, time, the words he used, for my file. In court, Evelyn showed up in beige, clearly trying to look fragile. Her voice trembled as she painted me as cruel and manipulative. The judge listened without reaction. Then it was my turn. I didn't say much. I let the documents speak. Her note. Her texts. My timeline. Brian took the stand, repeating the same lie. I quietly read out the record of our encounter. His threats, his statements, his contradictions. The judge saw through it. She dismissed Evelyn's claim with prejudice. My counterclaim for $2,850 plus fees was granted. Outside the courtroom, their alliance cracked. I watched them bicker in low, bitter tones. Evelyn looked blindsided, betrayed by her own co-conspirator. Fitting, really. Her last message came a week later. Hope you're happy in your stupid house. Alone. You ruined my life. I didn't feel satisfaction. No surge of revenge or triumph. Just quiet. I deleted the message. Then I stepped outside, sat on the porch, and watched the last of the sunlight fade across my yard. The stillness they left behind didn't feel hollow anymore. It felt like peace. Earned.